what we'll do is we'll cut our, let's cut our leek. Has anybody dealt with leeks before? This is leeks that get down here in the produce department. I actually did get the last two today, but they come together, two together, and this is what they look like. It's part of the onion family, and we're going to cut off the end. A lot of times I believe they're grown in kind of sandy soil, so you want to make sure that you rinse them off really good. So we're going to cut them in half like this, and I'm going to rinse them here. Now these don't seem to be too. Sometimes you get, like with spinach, you'll see the little grainy stuff. This recipe for the cauliflower and leek puree is similar to a South Beach diet recipe. It's very good substitute for mashed potatoes. All right, I think that looks good. I'll cut this one. Like I said, leeks are part of the onion family. You can see that's the way they look. Okay. All right, that looks good. Okay. Here's our cauliflower. We've got our leek all cut up. Rinse this off here. Now it's not, and this is about a 2-pound head of cauliflower, because I did weigh it when I was down there in produce. And let's see, we'll go ahead and in boiling water, okay. Take that out, too big. All right, we'll put that in there. And with this particular recipe, you don't have to be too careful about how you cut your florets. If you were doing this for a appetizer thing, you might want to be a little bit more careful. Here it doesn't matter because it's all going to be mixed up, ground up. So I don't know why the recipe said cut it into florets. And I just chopped it up. And like, I don't know if I said before, I guess I was talking before class, this is a good substitute if you're worried about carbs for mashed potatoes. And our store manager came by earlier, and he like he always does, likes to taste things. Not a big vegetable eater. And he asked me what it was, and I said, well, it's, you know, a good substitute for potatoes. He said, oh, potatoes. And I said, no, it didn't have potatoes in it. I said, it's cauliflower. So, oh, well, all right, I'll taste it anyway. Okay. We're going to turn that on. Okay, so we're going to let this cook till it's soft. We're going to put some parsley in there. We've got some, when we go to process it, we're going to use some fat-free yogurt and a little bit of pepper, salt, and nutmeg. Must be nutmeg night. So we'll go ahead and chop our parsley up. We need 2 tablespoons. And that's going to go in after we process this, but we'll go ahead and chop it up so it's ready. A lot of fresh herbs here. We have a whole selection against the far wall. Of course, we've got basil and rosemary, and I believe there's, I'm trying to think what else I've used. Let's see if I can put this in something. But they come in the little package, tarragon, come in the little packages against that wall there. They've got dill. And then, of course, I know a lot of the greenhouses are also, you can grow your own. I don't have a green thumb, so I don't do any of that. I just buy it. It's a lot easier. Okay, that looks good. We just want that soft. All right, I'm going to drain that. Ooh, I don't think so. Okay. Okay, after we drain it, we're going to put it back in the pot for just a minute. Hopefully it'll all go in the pot. Pretty close. Okay. And that's just to dry it out a little bit. Let's see. Before we put it in the food processor. No, it's off, but with an electric stove, it still stays on. No, you just, I have it turned off, so I'm not, you don't want to keep this on too long. You certainly don't want to put the lid back on because we want the moisture to come out. But we just want to dry it up a little bit just in case it has any leftover moisture from or water from draining. Okay, we'll take that off here. Okay, we've got our 1/4 cup of fat-free yogurt. We've got a little salt and pepper and nutmeg and some parsley. All right, we're going to start and put this in. Let's see if we can do it here. We want about half of it, or however much your food processor will hold.
How would that do with a mixer?
In a mixer? I don't know. It might, I don't know whether it would be too hard for the mixer. You want your cauliflower soft, but I don't know whether with the mixer it would. You try it. Okay, we're going to put a little. A blender, you could do that. I think you'd have to do it in smaller batches for the blender. And I think you'd also have to be careful that you don't liquefy this. I'm going to put this in. Okay. Because you don't want to liquefy it. We're just going to make sort of a mashy potato-y thing. Looks just like mashed potatoes. That looks good. We'll put our parsley in. Okay, so there is our cauliflower and leek puree.